You're watching Kababayan LA. This is America's first and only daily talk show for and about the Filipinos. And when we talk about Filipino Americans here in Los Angeles, we can't go on without mentioning Festival of Philippine Arts and Culture. It has been an annual tradition here in Los Angeles. At kasama po natin ngayong hapon, Honorable Casimiro Tolentino has been a California state law judge since 1992 and a founding member of fil-am Arts, the organization behind FPAC. This year, Cass, is going to be special because it's the 20th year.
20th year of the festival.
Tell me, how did this whole thing start?
Well, I think there's always kind of a group of us in the community who wanted to kind of highlight our Filipino heritage and culture, and there was no real opportunity to do it. The time that the festival began was also a very difficult time in Los Angeles. It was that same year that the Rodney King uprising occurred. And along the way, I think we all had the same idea and thoughts about putting together some kind of summer festival of arts and culture. For myself, it was kind of a natural sequence because I taught the first course at UCLA on Filipino-American experience. I helped co-found UCLA Samahang Filipino. And along the way, I'm also working on more traditional Pan-Asian American groups. Like I co-founded Visual Communications, I co-founded the Asian American Legal Studies Center.
So it was a natural progression for you.
For me, personally.
What's not natural, though, is this for immigrants. And we know that every year we do get a lot of Filipino immigrants here. And I myself, when I first moved here 6 years ago, I had no idea what FPAC is and what FPAC stands for. And for those people watching us right now, how would you explain FPAC to them?
Well, FPAC, first of all, stands for Festival of Filipino Arts and Culture. It's really a showcase every summer of our arts, our culture, and heritage with a focus on the arts. And I think and there's usually a theme every year. And one of the things that we had was called kind of interconnectedness. And it's always been to try and interconnect different generations, different immigrant waves. I myself came when I was about 7 years old in 1960. There was really nothing for me all the way through, my college years.
Right, to connect you to your heritage, right?
That's right.
And FPAC gives you that. There's booths, there's food booths, there's stages where for Filipino American performers.
Well, the focus is on the arts, so that you have the traditional arts that you would see of the tinik-playing, the traditional dances, to the martial arts, to the culinary arts, and to more modern, I guess, hip-hop, edgy, kind of the younger generation stages. Just to show that there's interconnectedness between generations and between the generations within your own families.
Right. I guess, Cass, the natural question is the viability. So many of us Filipinos here, different groups, attempt to start something, the first annual, and usually it's just the first, and then it never gets continued. What do you think keeps FPAC alive?
Well, I think it's because we get new generations of folks wanting to contribute, I suppose. FPAC is run by volunteers, and we're hoping that those volunteers eventually formalize their participation with FPAC. I started out as a volunteer. 6 years later, for the first time, we're now formalizing as a 501c3. So people, and really for us to develop capacity. For the first time, having paid staff instead of running on the credit card of the executive director.
Right. Well, it sounds good. Big plans for this year, 20th anniversary of FPAC. Who do you have? What are you having?
Well, we're going to go back to about 10 years ago, Joe Bataan, and bringing back some of the other folks that have traditionally graced our stages, including, like Rex Nafferetti, historically has always come every year. All the new folks, we now have the ongoing tinik-playing dance-off, I suppose.
Wow.
So,
and I know there have been some other interesting stuff like adobo cook-off and stuff like that.
The balut eating contest.
Yes, and this year?
Well, not only enhancing those, I suppose, but trying to get more participation from the different folks.
Right.
Because we're set at Point Furman, which is a long ways really from like historic Filipino town or even the downtown. We're hoping that folks from the Valley will come down and Orange County.
And I know it's not just one weekend because especially for this year, there are going to be a series of small events leading up to the big event, and so you wouldn't want to miss out. That's the website on the screen if you want to get more information. Thank you, sir. More power to you, and I'll see you in September.
Thank you very much.
Magbabalik ko po ang Kababayan LA. Don't go away.